All right, guys, quick video for you here. Got something interesting to talk to you about. So there is a phenomenon that happens pretty much year in and year out, and it may not happen this year. In fact, we are just beginning this phase. Okay, so I'm going to explain to you what that is in just a minute. As always, I appreciate you giving me a few minutes. And please do me a huge favor. Hit that like, hit that subscribe if you're here on YouTube, and if you're here on X, please consider giving me a follow. Okay, so what is it that may not happen? Well, actually, ironically, no pun intended, what I'm talking about is in the title of this video, the word may. So here's what plays out pretty much time and time again, is that there's an old saying, make money in May and go away. And what that really means, and I actually looked it up, it goes back to like a long time ago, and it had to do with different cycles of financial markets and things of this nature. And there's this phenomenon that played out where historically a lot of people who were in the markets would try to make a bunch of money in May, and then they would literally exit their trades and not re-enter the market until like late August and September. And this was a phenomenon that played out. Make money in May and go away. So said a different way, June, July, August, traditionally very, very slow in crypto. But that may not happen this year. And there's a big reason for it, and it's one word, and it's tariffs. Because interestingly enough, what President Trump has done with all of the tariff, scenario that's played out is he has created a lot of volatility in the crypto market and in the stock market as well. And by the way, this make money in May, go away is not just a crypto thing. It's a stock thing. Obviously, that's really where it came from, but it's come into crypto as well. And now, am I saying that it's not going to happen? No, I'm not saying that. I'm just simply saying that there's an interesting scenario playing out that if you look at it, because we've got some milestones coming up in the summer for the tariff negotiations with the 99 countries, with China, all of that has yet to be rectified and put to bed and come to a solution, right? Okay. And so because of tariffs, because they're unresolved, because they're a fundamental market volatility impact point or impact situation playing out, we could see an interesting June and July coming up. Now, I think we're going to have a good May. Historically, May has been pretty good for crypto. And we're starting to move up. We got Bitcoin in that $95,000, $96,000 range, right in that range. Everything's been kind of gradually moving up, and it's been good, kind of moving into May. And today, obviously, we're just in the first week of May. But because of President Trump and the tariffs, maybe we'll have a good June and July. And I mean, again, I have no crystal ball, but I made the video and I was thinking about this morning, and I was like, look, I think that we're going to see potentially a different situation play out. And what do you think? Drop in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Because if we have a situation where historically June and July are boring as hell for Christmas, there's nothing going on, there's no liquidity, there's really no major movement going, it really consolidates, it kind of is flat, doesn't really do a lot in June, July, and even into August. Starts kind of picking up in late August and September, moving into the fourth quarter. Everybody's still saying that fourth quarter of 2025 is going to be a massive bull run. And ironically, I think that that's true, because we by then will have all the tariff situation, all that will be in our rearview mirror. We'll have it all done. And I got to sneeze and all that kind of stuff. Allergies are killing me here in Texas. Excuse me. Yeah, allergies. This is not a good time for me for allergies. But so again, I think that fourth quarter run is going to be significant. We could see Bitcoin up over $150,000 to $200,000 by the end of 2025. We could see XRP running dramatically. We could see everything. So I think that for XRP holders, for Bitcoin holders, for Ethereum holders, for all major blue chips, I think that this is a really interesting situation for make money in May and go away. I think May's going to be a good month, but we may not see it come to fruition, the go away part. The where everybody leaves the market, because I think everybody's still going to be in tune with the market. And if we get good resolutions to all of the tariff negotiations and President Trump actually does what he's trying to do, which is reset the manufacturing and trade markets for the United States, which looks like he's doing pretty good with. I know some of you will disagree with me, and that's fine, okay? It's creating a massive amount of upheaval, and that's the big X factor. That's the big factor that is completely different and completely an anomaly. It's something that we've never, ever seen before. We've never seen a situation play out rolling into the summer where we have a major potential market or set of market triggers like we do with the tariff situation. So the make money and may go away thing may not, I know I keep saying may a lot, but that's really what it comes down to, may not be a thing. It may be, I think it will still be here to an extent, because we're going to have those periods of time where we're waiting on the resolutions to the trade negotiations between the various countries, the big one being China, the big one being India, things of that nature, right? And so stay tuned. It's going to be an interesting situation to watch. So lastly, look, I always offer you guys a chance to make even more money in crypto. I have a trading indicator. It's called X1 Algo. I have built it. It cost $10,000+ to build this piece of technology. It runs on your iPhone. It runs on your Android. It can make you more money. I've given you guys a lot of examples of like Onyx Coin and Sui. Like right now, Sui, you could have made 70% in the last 20, 30 days with Sui. It tells you when to buy and tells you when to sell. It gave a perfect buy entry and a sell entry to make 70%. $2,000 bought would have made you $1,400 in profit in less than 20 days. What could you have done more or different in your life with $1,400 in additional in your pocket, in your bank account, right? That's really the key, is I want to help you make more money. And I'm asking you for about $1.15 per day is what the software costs. There's a link in the description below. Here on YouTube, there's a link below this video. If you're on X, go check it out. There's a 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So you get to try it for 30 days. And I'll give you another example of Onyx Coin. It started this massive run, and the software gave a perfect buy alert. 69 days later, it gave a sell alert. That was 800%. $2,000 bought at the sell notification, buy notification, and then sell 70 days later would have made you 16 grand in profit. Then a couple days later, there was another buy alert. It went up 200%. $2,000 bought would have made you another $4,000. Okay, and it's about a 10 or 15 day period for that 200%. $4,000, that's 20 grand in your pocket. Then there was a sell alert and it went down 75%. So again, don't ride that 75% down, right? So don't take that loss. That's what the software does. So you don't take losses. You know when to buy and you know when to sell. That's really what I'm talking about here, okay? And then there was another buy alert and it was 100% moved up. So give it a look. Links in the description below. I hope you give me a chance to check it out. As always, I appreciate you giving me a few minutes, and take it easy. I promise if you check it out, you will like the software, and you got that 30 days to try it. All right, I'll see you. Bye.